letting it loose now, at least with the drone, but that's cancelled out by the knife. Icy in, just trying to lead the charge for the rest of his team. Dart is dealt with, but not before lighting up these players, and there's 100 Thieves that have full control of this site. G2 really struggling to even get any sort of a foothold. Gonna have to double up at least. These fights happening. Jump spot with a right click to do that work, but damage done through the choke point. I mean, you have no way to get out of here, Boostio. You're tagged up and the wall already broken prematurely.
It worked against them.
Yeah.
The fact that the wall didn't have that armor plating on it just stuffed Boostio there. But I'm fine with them taking those level of risks on a round where their economy is not as good. Cryo is still here with the op, and Valin has no smokes. He's just used one.
Cryo's going to be looking to shove them in a locker and maybe just take the lunch money while he's at it. But finally shut down. Needs to make it with that one. Pushing through the available angles is traded out as easily as it's done here. The rifles with another day for G2.
They won't necessarily anticipate EU coming around behind, but he's got to get past this turret somehow. That'll do it.
That will do it. Doesn't have to worry about that angle. Knows that the players are most likely locked towards the back of the side in the anchoring position. It's going to be a tough clutch if he is going to make it happen now. He needs some nasty shots. Potentially a bit of luck on his side. Dart. It's going to be broken. Spam across the wall angle here, doubled up towards the back of the site. The shock dart is good at least to force the position out wide. It gives him that information. And peace of mind now working forwards, but with the time ticking against him, that spike is starting to become a problem. Deep smoke as well. You got to push into it and force the fight to them.
Boys now playing against Boostio.
Cryo just has to try and push forwards as well to avoid this dart, but lit up. His position was known and noted, and Icy has already broke past that initial choke point, wading right into it. Bang just seemingly unaware that that could even be a possible approach. And punished for it. It's a 2v5. Real goal for 100 Thieves here. Surely he's just seeking out the weaponry and maybe saving it into the next tier, but Boostio throws away the life, and with EU following through as well, it's a flawless start.
Knows that there was a player over there towards top mid, but that started the exec for G2.
Yeah, Valen's going to be making the call for this one here, just trying to cut up those angles. No one's dealing with. Bang! He's holding it down in a nice position. Steady aim and a steady hand as well. It's going to be guiding them right into a round win. Spikes drop down in the middle of nowhere, drop to the knees as Jonah P. Eventually he will fall as well.
And so momentum beginning here for 100 Thieves in all likelihood. 30 seconds for G2 to try to recover this in a 2v4.
30 seconds left.
Very unlikely. So they hit. This time, no recon saved for the exec itself.
Yeah, now all the way over the top. Boostio puts it straight out of the sky. It's Clay Pigeon shooting. Just got to dodge and dock and weave away on the Hunter's Fury. Flash over. Beautiful. I mean, just a dart is laying them all up. It's easy pickings for everybody. With the flood defense called.
All we've ever seen with 100 Thieves.
Yeah. Quick dash though. They want to take up tree control here. Asuna is on the line here. Bang follows up and through with the bullets.
Spike down.
Beautiful little swing here. 100 Thieves so damn proactive. With Boostio going down, they know exactly where Leaf is here. Swarm into position. They will not let him get away with that sideline, but they still have to worry about the anchoring players. Now Cryo outside the Blade Storm, seeking a slice and dice his way through at least any available scenario with Hunter's Fury. And Boostio standing his ground, rooted to the spot, eventually dislodged. TP from Bang. He's committing into the fight now, at least with the paranoia, but it just blocks up his village in time. Coming straight through back at you. EU now, left in a 1v3.
Spike planted.
Very not going to be denied. They are weak. Suppressed though. Wait for it to fade here. Maybe pray for a couple of spam kills. There's the first one. Obstacle removed. 2 more to deal with.
Revealing area.
Dart's back online. There's only one player that can break down. That's going to be revealing the position of Icy. Shock Dart. Doesn't connect. Nice smoke by Valin. Still, it just separates it, but now left into that 1v1, of which Valin will succeed. Bang.
They're going to throw you
Cryo.
for it.
Really good in this spot. Not just that. I mean, Boostio also has a lockdown of his own, but in his own. But he watching that angle.
No thought.
But yeah, okay, not going to be able to get out of there. Still, lighting him up with the cross-map recon. Bang. Even within his own smokes, and he's buying enough time at least for EU to just rain down the lead from the on high position. This guy just collecting up every kill imaginable. He's going to be able to hold it, almost expecting it with the potential positionings. They're just trying to convert it into that mid-take as well, into the B split, the bait and switch, but they did not deal with this guy. The IGL still Juke as well. These bullets coming through. As G2 are finding these advantages. Icy looking up behind him, and they know exactly where EU is just from that Hunter's Fury that was
Remaining.
let loose and let rip.
And now the fake becomes the real take. Those players on A never got stopped. And so now it's all down to Bang to try to pick up the pieces. He's got no information. I mean, there's an Omen ult all over the place as well. People could be literally anywhere, all around the map. It would be an outrageous 1v3 for him to pick up. And I think he's just going to end up exposing his back here to Trent.
First level of it is expecting Trent, which some level of clearance, but just pokes out the shoulder and it gives him the easy one. So it's chunked down the players. I mean, just look to the left here. Red health bars disappearing before your very screens. You might see the fill, at least the feed filled up, maybe potentially here, all entirely with 100 Thieves. They're taking it to him. Not letting this flood defense occur, and G2 are shut down as quickly as that. Orchestrating. Pretty obvious now that this is going to be a B hit coming through, up and over the top, fully blinded up. That util! It's perfection in motion. And still just punishing any attempt to try and flood through all of these smokes. Spamming away, Cryo. A little bit of punishment there. 2v3. So he opened up enough of a window here for Icy to take over.
Last player
Not
standing.
quite. Log's position locked down here by Boostio, and Valorant, difficult decision.
I mean, look at this. The Sova lurk flank. Can't get any value out of the recon.
The knife as well. It just keeps coming, man. Waves of it, layers of it. Stopping them in their tracks. EU getting a bit of a move on with none the wiser. Everybody drops and falls. They're going to look easy. They want to finish this one. Explosive in nature. Look at this guy. Flying forwards. No smoke in the choke to really block them away. And Icy has to deliver. Finds at least two. The dash now activated. Long-range dart to supplement and support these defensive players, but he just does not expect Cryo to be coming from that angle. It's a 2v3. And whatever opportunity that Icy may have bought is now arguably squandered. It's up for Leaf and Trent. See if they can pull off the impossible, but 100 Thieves running away with it. Door in Trent's face has to be broken. First part of the puzzle, but they know exactly where Leaf is.
He gets posted.
Drone avoided. Out wide though, it's a double face, and they know exactly where Trent is. It should be done, and indeed it is. That's a 13-5 finish on map 1.
Icy didn't use plant denial utility. You should be expecting a flank. And Bang must be. The question is how many?
Well, losing the first duel here. Asuna onto the high ground position. That is snappy, this guy. Adjusting for the aim, but blinded up. And the peaks are coming through. It's thick and fast here by G2. Boostio looks down at one angle here. Time's running against them. And send out that util here. The C's won't really be doing too much here. You gotta land these shots. They do it. I mean, they're preventing it with the wingman. Breaking him down. It's gonna be the bodyguard. And gold! Boostio! Into here. I mean, 24 seconds left onto the clock. Time is against them, and already the players are taking the fight straight to them. It's Leaf. They can TP. Dropping it down with a mosh pit TP, and they're gonna be starting to pivot here. Now, the essential player becomes Icy. This guy's locked to the side. Jonah P right behind them. He's going to be watched for. Nades blocking him off. 8 seconds left. This spike needs to be planted, and it needs to be a defense online for it. Players, it's dropped, and G2 just cannot defend against it. An extension into the round is gained and earned, and the players falling all over the place. 2v2 in the moment, and Trent just might be able to do it. 1v1. Him versus EU. Made a lot of noise and sound cues. With Phantom in hand.
You contest against a Thrash.
Thrash for the Boombot mosh pit. The Prowler, EU's going to be safe, just catching that one. And, I mean, talking about catching, Leaf just one to the dome. Will fall, close, tight angle. Flash didn't connect, Jonah P. Thinking it was safe for him, but he's just trying to be the playmaker in the moment. And this is the big test you're going to be coming up against with this 100 Thieves team on their attack sides, is can you stop these execs? That's the #1 thing that's going to be asked of you over and over again.
And frankly, the answer is no for every single team. Walking it at the moment as well.
Sees with very little to connect onto it here. It's again a fast play by 100 Thieves. It's nothing out of the ordinary. A lot of ults being committed here, but just a 1-for-1. And Valen, I mean, none the wiser. Asuna just passed directly over the top of the truck. Took him straight out with a shot to the side of the temple. Jonah P seeking to contest and corral these players deep inside the showers. It was a high-low, doubled-up setup. And now it has to be miracle runs. It has to be hero plays. G2 just don't have it in them. speaking, it really does feel just like a coronation.
Yeah, it's the same as the end of Ascent.
He's spotted the util. Getting that acknowledgement. TP. Rocket flying forwards. Nade. That lands and connects, and just a real struggle to get these kills. Icy earning one of his own. A Satchel to just evade the capture of all these bullets being sent their way. Not enough to reset it. 2v2. It's gotten scrappy into the mix of all of it. Orbital strike forcing them back and away. Even the Thrash as well, all being combined here, should be entertainment, and indeed it is. So Bang needs to be defended. Will they approach the angle, or are they worried about EU? It looks like that is the case, but time is running against them now, and they know it. G2 realizing that they can just hold their ground, and Dizzy gets that connection onto the two of them. 7 seconds left, and Valen holding the tight and close quarter. It's just inevitable for that.
Desperately needed for G2.
A lot of util. The Dizzy's him flying. It's too much to really watch for Jonah P. Just trying to hold that tight angle again. Everybody sent through. TP straight to showers. They haven't cleared this one. They're going to use the Thrash now to do the job for them. Nade rebounds. Good timing on it from Icy. You almost going down to this one. Just seeking the delay with all that util. Still plenty more where that came from as well. But all that util back and forth. The pendulum swinging, standing their ground and fighting them out. 100 Thieves overwhelming them.
On playing retake, it doesn't make sense.
Bangs in a far back off-angle position. It's the same peak angle as before, actually. I mean, yeah, actual deja vu. Util flying.
Right there.
No setup, though, for these G2 players, but they do have that advantage now. Trying to put the squeeze onto Boostio. Tries to take the fight with a rifle. Upended and offloaded. Wingman trying to get onto the defuse. Denied and stopped. Rocket flying. Everybody falls. G2. Not broken. Icy. What are you going to do here? Nade rebounds. Has the satchels. Standing his ground, but the vulnerability applied with a snake bite or the damage there. G2. Trying to take the fight straight to them here. Beautiful sees of the connection. Trent now. Well, the sound cues cut away, and they are none the wiser. You're already going to be posted up onto that high ground position, just trying to take the fight towards them. A solo push from Boostio is going to be punished. Trent locking it down with his position. Jonah Pedo immediately answered back and dropped into the 1v1. This pit. That doesn't set up. I don't think it stretches.
No, that doesn't look like it does.
Just out of range. And Bang now. Lost the timing! So Dizzy's broken. Icy can afford to play this close quarters angle. Boombot spots it out! Rocket denied! It's only the 1-for-1. An absolute shocker, to be honest. Felt like that was almost just destined to be an explosive end to the round.
Absolutely had a chance there, Icy, to be able to tie things up at the half. But now, advantage back over to Boostio and Cryo, who both have their ultimates.
Bring them down.
They've somehow been able to reset this fairly heavily, and Valen is trying to make the play to win things again. The push out allowing them to still have a triple stack B.
Oh,
he knows this is fake.
It's a fake. Yeah, no one is following up on this Thrash. He knows exactly where Boostio is. He's making a call, and already the rotations.
What an outplay.
And Swarm in a position.
Left.
And Valen, this backstab ready and waiting. Doesn't take it for the knife, just with the rifle good enough. At the end of the day, G2. Choke hold onto the site. Last player noted and known and stricken off the list.
Similar read to what Vanity was talking about.
But I mean, just a pixel to work with. Boostio rewarded in kind. Now you might see the attempt to just try and put.
And EU has still not been denied his info here over towards B long. It still feels like B is empty. Until suddenly, you spot them over towards Hookah.
Bang sees it. Gonna let loose at least with the snake bite. It's gonna be dropping them down. And look at that utility! Sees connects. Trail to bound. Leaf. The last one left. One singular man, one singular leaf. Left. He's got to do a lot here. Definite damage done, but really just too much to overcome. We're set up maybe for the Seas. Nade, satchels around. Asuna definitely spammable. The Horde, though, doing the work. Spike's still going to be planted. Trent just trying to get back that utility. The backside control entirely in the way of 100 Thieves in the Seas. Teba tucking him close to the spot. Mosh pit at his back. Trent really with nowhere to run, but he at least has the crossfire set up. Him and Leaf try and play this one together. Dizzy, it's broken. Up and around. Need to land these shots, and land them they will. G2 finding the marks. One target left. That's EU dropped to the floor. Has to respect that space now with the snake bite flying forwards. Icy vulnerable. Mosh pit on top of it. They're just swinging right through. Icy still with the one, but doesn't expect the other players, and Balance right there. And the rest of the team now paving the way forwards. They've gained enough ground, but it's all about converting these kills here. And all their way. Cryo, smoke dropped down, but he just poked his head out and he knows it. Valin. And the noise cut. Call being made by G2 here. Order strike. That's going to be surely a bit of a punishment. Nightfall. All there. Asna now with the ult online. Lets it loose. And the rocket does find one. Post-mortem in nature.
Right here.
3 players left to stand against this one with G2. But the onslaught is coming. And delivering an absolute reckoning. 100 Thieves still with that player advantage, but they've got to try and get past these players. It's a bit of a crossfire setup. Jonah P. It's precarious, the way he's feeling. You can feel it from the way that they're just taking the fight to them. What a call to make. The flash play into the back of the site, but bang. Maybe to deliver it. Still time against him. Finds the first one, Jonah P. The chances are here for him now to grasp it. Pit, drop down. This is desperation for Bang. Diffuse needs to gain it at least half to stand their chance. And Jonah P will not let it be the case.
Sight again.
At least with the mosh pit laying down, I see. You can't really see anything fully blinded up. No one towards the back of the site, though. They haven't dealt with the hookah player.
Oh, the C's!
It's committed with the C's! And they have been turned to a fried goop onto the site. Asuna lays claim to the space. Vacuums it up now for the rest of his team now to see if they can deliver a round win. Just when it was looking unlikely. Still into the post plant we go. Valin doesn't set his sights towards a player. Bides his time, rips it away from 3 of them. And a slight tap. Tickle at a spike there by Cryo. Decayed up, but Valin! One off angle for Assen. It's all about how this first kill gets rattled off. Now the thrash close into it. Detainment there, online, tucked to the corner. Boostio, what a call to make. Dominating the smoke position, and Valin will punish.
Another great kill by Valin to take things back into a 3v3. Leafs found a timing.
Slipped his way through, hasn't he?
Does Cryo think about it?
Right past the curtain, all but a strike, forcing them out into the open. 100 Thieves still, definite chances! Leaf wins that one out, doubled up for the Heaven player.
Even with EU, highlighting where Leaf was playing, still good for the kill.
Hello.
Bang, trying to make a miracle occur in the 1v3.
Snake by rebounding though. Dropped down to his
30
feet.
seconds left.
You're right, trying to set up for the miracle here. Valin, just head popped out. Doesn't choose to take up the position, but at least does reveal himself here. Vulnerability. A snake bite dropped down. Now the call being made by Valin. Jumping wide, sets up Leaf beautifully. Around which 100 Thieves determined to win, but can they even do it? Sasha through with the movement. It's clean enough. Dizzy over the top. Gonna be broken. Asuna trying to win out these fights still. Cutting it up. And slicing these corners, leaving it to just one.
I'll find you.
And the third map, at this point, they can feel it. Time taken away with a spike. Valin delivers it. The backstab from behind.
Extra. These are the kind of tendencies that you can exploit. And Trent, he gets the opener with just spam through the wall there.
Yeah, just praying that he maybe catches on to a lurking player. It's a fault line to refight. Cut off.
Down A.
Orb was propped up here, but a spike's been dropped down into no man's land. I mean, how do you regain this one? Stars have to be used to pull and a wall up. Regaining control of this one here, just rattling the bullets back and forth.
Yeah, this one's a little bit of an unlucky kind of go next scenario.
There.
You know, you'll make the best situation out of it. Try to create a win. But G2 are great in these spots at not giving up, you know, free peaks. They really force you to win the round and create the advantage.
You can see that just from the amount of respect. I mean, you could just draw a line throughout the back of the site, the entirety of the map. Position the G2 are holding. They're here to drop down those. Jonah P now with a plant acknowledged.
Yeah, and all of that respect is going to give them the plant. So now the time working against G2.
But to Cryo, I think, to be a bit of a playmaker. There's no way in astral form. Bullets just going right underneath him. That seize is monstrous. It's about how these kills come thrown away.
None.
I mean, that is a ghost moment if I've ever seen one. Another flood through. Out of the smoke, fearless. Bang. Attempting to adjust, makes a decent go of things.
To walk up mid, he doesn't realize this is one of the few rounds where the Astra's not in a lurk.
I'll send it forwards now. Showstopper in the hands of Icy. Satchel's through and around. Finds it. Asuna will drop him though. To the other side of things. Lovely dodge of the flash here. And a refight contestation. 100 Thieves calling it all the right timings. Regaining that heaven position and control. Plenty of bullets left for Trent to work with here, but with the pull, no chance, no possibility anymore.
Got to be kidding.
It's ticking away. All the win cons dropped. Smoke drop, just based off the feelings of the Getting that this is coming through. I mean, spam down and spray down. The orb is delayed, so Valorant, he could take that sideline. Heaven wasn't smoked off. Asuna seeks to just even out the exchange. Will do so successfully. Already retreating now to a bit of a deep tuck position.
Here.
Nade, paranoia. Lots of fade utility available.
Clear this. The nade is going to miss him though. Just tucks it behind as well, and then on the Wiser! Right from the side, he is blinded up, flashed up, but it matters not. 100 Thieves.
Yeah, instead they
straight to the B side.
Welcome to my world.
Hit drop down after strike. That should delay the plant. On with a Nightfall. It's a fast flood attempt. Ready to trail, point him in the right direction, but Icy, he's detained in the process. Bullets flying, and it comes down to chance. Flip of a coin almost. But that flood, successful tale has been woven for G2. Put themselves in a position. Look at that smoke as well, Valen.
A fast A-pot. Again, we're not seeing that classic lurk play.
Not to be deterred, are they? Oh my god, the bullets are going crazy right now. And so is Asuna. Sends it straight to them, at least with a showstopper. Still holding the angle here with a nade rebound and a follow-up and follow-through. 100 Thieves. They had nothing to stop it, but this time anchoring players. What are they going to do to prevent it? Timing it, at least with a dash in. The Dizzy. It's G2 seeking a flood defense. This one working out for them. Taking gambles here onto the half by smokes, dropping and fading. The cut noise called by 100 Thieves. This time might be able to pave their way to a victory, at least into this round. Damage is definitely done though. Look at Boostio. Slight breeze will bring him down. The players are still stacked up. G2 not budging.
Now they're really expecting this to be a re-hit, and they are completely correct. It's a great read.
You are divided.
That's quite a nice one. It's going to allow them an avenue to get through.
Spike down.
And you
A.
said a light breeze would bring down Boostio. How about an acid pool at his feet?
Doing the damage there. Leaf holding it close. A tap. Cryo seeking for them to push past and through this own cosmic divide. But honestly, Valen can't really hear anything at all. Plant now committed and stuck by Cryo. Getting into it now. Taking a fight straight to him. But the IGL dropped. Leaf now matters into his own hands, but surely accounted for, not quite. Putting much attention on mid, to be honest.
No, if anything, they've just been faking it with EU's utility. And EU does end up falling to it.
It's spoken into existence.
But now,
Oh, Valen.
B is still quite weak here.
There's a timing.
Poison's off.
Leaf's trying to cover that timing.
Oh,
but he gets out util.
Yep, util in their hands. Dashing forwards, at least with the satchels blinded up.
Down B.
Asuna, all the senses cut away. And lives on top of it.
Really nice round there from G2. Adding another layer into what they were doing over towards mid.
For one and done there, Snakebite to defend him, satchel through. It is so damn explosive. And everybody is accounted for. Only the main players left to really deal with and dispel away from the side. Icy. It's going to be sent flying as well with Wingman, but that's going to be denied and delayed. Again, it's almost inevitable at this point. Valin doesn't smoke himself off in the usual spot. Asuna forced to stick to plan himself. Finally with a committal. Satchel round, but no one to play off of this one. It's delayed in the process. There was an attempt there by Boostio, but it's just being picked apart at the seams. And it all unravels in a moment's notice. 18 seconds left in the round. They have to get a move on. Util expended, 12 seconds left, lit up. Beacons just trying to flood their way into the site. The only chance of a win, but it's being dismantled. G2, a complete fundamental understanding of what 100 Thieves are trying to achieve. Forward here is G2. I have access to this one. Boostio, aware of his position. He's going to be plucked out of position just onto that elbow angle. Exchange of the guns as well, really putting a stop to 100 Thieves from having any chance of trying to flood back into this one. What is their plan?
There.
I mean, Jonah P still has 2 flashes and an aftershock here. I don't know what his game plan is to get value out of that in the post ban. First step, stop them coming out of screens.
Yeah, at least a nade just to cut off that close corner angle that there could have been a player holding. It's a double call and a face up here by G2, but backing away now is Icy. Still with that smoke to divide and conquer portions of the map, and an essential pistol round. It needs to go the way of 100 Thieves, but only 2 to stand and 2 to make it possible. EU circumventing all of this one, but with time ticking already, it spells the feed out for them. G2, a pistol round win.
Pressure on Cryo, he's not here.
A lot of noise and Util thrown out though. Not really hiding the fact, are they? Bang just wants to take the fight. Into these angles as well, just dodging this util. I know Trent is locked up into the corner. Eventually dealt with. Asuna still here. Got to dodge and duck. All around, this one tiptoeing. The available util that's sent flying. G2, you get the one kill, but it's still just two of them left alive.
I think that's a fantastic read. It's the secondary setup that 100 Thieves go for, where Cryo goes and anchors over towards A. It's not a standard setup, but it's a good one for throwing teams for a loop.
Last player standing.
Alan just making a call there for a bit of a contact play.
And this one, not even really going to be that great of a bonus round. Leaf gets a final.
The Z. Damaged and broken. Cryo anchoring 100 Thieves, flooding their way back into this one. Bang! Who's left on the tether? Bungee jumping up and down from the heaven angle.
Toxins going up.
But surely doable now for 100 Thieves. Gotta think it. 2v1. Lesson though for Leaf is that they don't really know his positioning, but the spike is out into the open.
Look, they're clearing over towards screens. They truly have no clue where he's at.
Now they do.
I have the spike.
Spots it out with a Prowler right from behind Asuna. Creeping and crawling, lurking around with the knife out in play. You don't stand a chance there. And all the way out, and really should just sell it now for the hard rotation. And that's what he is trying to do. Lands a shot somehow, somewhere. Snake bite. Pushing back once more from even being able to take that spot here. Asuna with a rocket. Ready to let it rip. And fires it straight through. Not able to collect the kill. And wide open, but a taking. Bullet straight to the head.
Leaf's under a lot of pressure. He's the one with the spike. He had to retrieve it off Jonah P's dead body.
Cross, 10 seconds left. Spike's out nowhere, man. And you have to clear up these players here and now. Running away. No time. I mean, it's just realized, isn't it? 100 Thieves. As soon as the call is made, they have no time. EU sprints his way out of there. A lock tight, close to the corner again. Asuna.
He's always in hell. Asuna is always in hell.
Have to account for it. Still gets the one. Is covered on the cross. Cryo. He deletes and decimates. Really been nothing like it. Still Busio. He's tucked to the corner.
Do they
Might be some safety here. Has to be pre-fight. Surely no way, no way. Everything dodged and avoid. Not a single shred of utility to hunt him down and pick him out of place. Just as one gets out of there. It's bandit behavior. But at least with a Viper Spin, maybe a chance. Asuna sends it flying forwards with the rocket. No kill there. What is going on? Huh? Cancels it in the moment. What the hell is occurring? Cryo to respawn. 1v2. The pit's still up. Knife is out. Cryo seeking a better angle into all of this here with a pull. It's watched. And Trent. So Asuna just trying to dodge. This one tucked. And he's betrayed either by a shoulder or what. I'm not too sure, but tucked out. There was an awareness there from G2, and now they're just going to be sending it. Bustio, he understands it. He's going to try and make a play and make it now. Assailed on his position. Can he really push them and walk them back? The IGL
Down A.
is doing his best. There's two really going to be enough now for them.
Spike planted.
There's opportunities for sure. 100 Thieves. They're not grouped up together here. It's EU and Cryo, and Cryo's still hunting around, but his players. Valen just donates one to him. Pops up right into him. Icy did not have the gun, but a job, and just like that, it's turned on its head. Leaf left to clutch it all. Damage there. What a shot. And the fadeaway from it. EU with the tap. Leaf in the open. And how do you come up with anything when 100 Thieves have full awareness of what you're up to?
30 seconds left.
Running your way through the util, seeking to disrespect it. Again, the anchoring positions at the back of the site, shutting them down with rifles in hand. 100 Thieves, not to be denied, that 12th round on the board. And even Leaf spotted the position, no, then noted. Being distilled and defined down to one moment, bang. Looks like he wants to make a go of things here. Surely you don't just push up right past them! The DPM cuts them away and out of the picture! A pretty one painted by this 100 Thieves squad. And they've just left it to Leaf and Valen. 55 seconds on the mark. Bustio's going wandering, exploring out into the open. Might just spot these players falling. And just like that, 100 Thieves